For years, it's been a construction zone, but now the work is starting to wrap up, and thousands of people from all over are already coming to enjoy the Ohio riverfront.
And within a month, there will be new places to play, to splash, or just to sit in the shade and relax at Smale Riverfront Park. On Thursday, the city will cut the ribbon on the Anderson Pavilion event space that's underneath Carol Ann's Carousel, which opens up on Saturday. And in just minutes, they will cut the ribbon on the Pickler fountains that surround the Carousel building. A lot going on. That is where we find Local 12's Joe Webb. He's been playing around all day and joins us live with the park's progress. A beautiful night out there, huh, Joe?
Oh, it is, Cammie, and in just a few minutes, 3 new fountains will open up. They'll actually open up at 5:30, right where we are here on Smale Riverfront Park. They're going to mirror the Walnut Street fountains that opened a couple of years ago. There's an interactive area right over there where kids, or grown-ups for that matter, can splash around with water that comes up out of the sidewalk. There's also a cascading waterfall on both sides of it, just like the Walnut Street side. A lot of really cool things going to happen here, but some of the coolest things are yet to come. There's a lot of construction going on right now, but much of it will be wrapped up in about 3 weeks, all of it by the All-Star Game. The P&G Go Vibrant space is an interactive playground that features what's called the Oinkacopter, a climb-aboard flying pig that flaps its wings as you climb up it. There's also some climbing poles and a balance feature the construction crew just couldn't ignore. Right next to it all, Verdon Bell's foot piano. We jumped around on 2 weeks ago, but everyone can join in the party June 4th.
Really, this whole phase completes with phase 1, frames the rolling suspension bridge, which we always saw as the icon for the park in the city.
Phase 1, which opened a couple of years ago, is well established and now well used. It's also well appreciated.
I think it's beautiful. It's really expanded, opened up, very family friendly, and it's a wonderful place to bring your children and play. Enjoy the weather.
Katie Stewart's a regular. Alice Barnes is in from Nashville.
I think it's fabulous. I wish every big city could have a park like this because it does so much for your community, and also when you have visitors, it's so inviting.
And it's getting bigger. The Great Lawn, which slopes down to a riverside beach, is already sodded. The entire construction site from the bridge to Paul Brown Stadium will be sodded and cleaned up in less than 2 months.
Yes, that's correct. We'll have about 2 miles of public riverfront green space from Elm Street to the end of Barry Friendship Park.
Now, in addition to all those cool features that we just showed you, there's some nice subtle touches as well. When they were excavating this site, they discovered some 1840s building foundations and columns. Now, the sandstone columns have been turned on their sides and cut to make seating, and you can see those big chunks of rock out there lying on their sides. Those are seats. Those are columns for buildings, houses, factories, whatever was down there in the 19th century. And one of the building foundations has actually been preserved intact. They've turned that into a seating area or a picnic area. Just a lot of stuff down here, a lot of detail on these things in this park, and everything has a nod to Cincinnati history. If you love Cincinnati, you're going to love this park, and at 5:30, we're going to have 3 new fountains to get wet in. Cammie?
I love the nod to the past, Joe. That is so cool. I'm looking forward to seeing those old columns and things as much as the new stuff.
Well, there's something for everybody. Those of us who like history, there's plenty of history here. Those of us who like all the ins and outs of Cincinnati, the details in the carousel, the details in the park, it's all there. And if you're a kid, it's just going to be a fun place to do cool stuff.
Can't wait to get down there and enjoy it. Joe Webb, thank you. And Carol Ann's Carousel, by the way, will open up to the public on Saturday. I want to ride on that cicada. Anyway, from noon till 5, there will be free cake and ice cream to celebrate Carol Ann Hale's birthday. Rides on the carousel are free from 1 until 7.